Are you a rich person? Or do you think that you will become a rich person? Take a pause if you want to think about this. And also let me know in the comment section what you think about when I have asked that question. Do you think about money? Or what do you think about? Do you think about the cars, the houses? What being rich means to you? What do you see in your mind when someone asks you if you want to become a rich? Let me know in the comment section. Here, I will tell you something that you never thought about before. Maybe you've thought about it and you've been, trying to figure it out. We will dive into that in a very second. Now, that is the one thing that makes the biggest difference between rich people and poor people. And I'm telling you as someone who does not have a lot of money as well. But here is the main different thing. Being rich is not about money. Well, you've heard that probably thousands of times or even millions of times. But rich people do have money, right? So why does being rich doesn't have to do with the money? Well, you've probably seen people that are not rich but that live a very rich life, or you've probably seen people that are poor but have a very rich life, right? So what is the difference between a rich person and a poor person? The main difference is not in the amount of money that each person has, because a billionaire is rich and a millionaire is rich, but the difference in the amount of money that they have is tremendous, right? So the difference between a rich person and a poor person is not just in the amount of money they have. It is in something that you already know and that you already do on a daily basis. It is called decisions. And this might surprise you, or it might be simple to you because you are already doing this in daily basis. Decision is one of the most impactful in our life. You see, making a decision to watch this video, for example, is a key decision in your life. Or making a decision to go at a certain job, or making a decision to date a certain person, making a decision to do certain kind of thing. Everything is a decision. Well, there are some things that you didn't decide that have been given to you. For example, your sex. Or you can also choose to change your sex, and some people are doing that, right? Everything is a decision. Now, why is decision is the most important thing between being rich and a poor? Here is what I will explain to you, and I think you will truly understand this and it will make sense to you. How do you choose to eat something? Or what do you choose to eat? What car do you drive? Is it the money that makes the decision? Is it you that make the decision to use the money to make those buying decisions? Of course it is you. The money doesn't have sense. Money doesn't have a brain. You are the one who has the brain. You are the one who has the mind, and you are the one that think about everything and make a decision to buy a car, to date a girl, to do certain things, or to not do certain things. Well, but do you know that every decision has a consequence? I don't mean necessarily negative, but every decision leads to an outcome. And the outcome that you get is based on the decision that you made. Not entirely, but at least most part of it. There are external factors that enters in the outcome, but any outcome that you get is based on your decision, and your decision are what are responsible, or what gives drive to your actions, right? So you see the difference, for example, between a rich person driving a car or a poor person driving a car on the same road is not the money that they have, is in the brain. They're making a decision to how fast to drive, or to how much they want to drive in the car. Those kind of things are not money based, but those are the kind of the thing that really shape our life in a very important way. What food do you decide to eat? You have the same amount of money to buy a food, but someone buy a different food and you buy a different food. I'm not here specifically to know what food do you eat, but that is, for example, not the money that you have that makes that difference. Now, you might think, okay, if I have much money, I will make another decision. That's perfect. Of course you will. Now, what kind of decision that you want to make if you have so much money? And what will make that decision, the money or yourself? If it is you, but why don't you make that decision today? Why don't you make that decision today? What does money change in that equation? And that is why rich people are rich, because they make that decision even though they don't have the money. They make the decision to do the things. They make the decision to eat what they want even though they don't have the money, because it doesn't necessarily have to do with money. Now, you're already asking, okay, well, but buying certain food or doing certain thing requires money. Of course, everything requires money. And if you are rich or poor, you're already spending money on things. But what are you spending your money on? You are spending money on some certain things and hoping that when you get rich, you will start changing your decision. I mean, when you get much money, you will start changing your decision. But of course, you will not. Because you know what? Everything is habits, and habits are really hard to change. Now, you might already know that you are doing something wrong, that you are doing something that you are not supposed to do, but you are waiting for the day that you make so much money that you change the decision. But you know that is not true, because it takes time to build those habits, and it will take time to take them away. Now, here is where the rich people are making better decisions. How to actually make the good decision? Because you're already asking, okay, maybe you are already convinced, okay, the biggest difference between a rich person and a poor person is decision. And we all agree on that, right? Thank you, and shake your hand, because we already agree on something. Now, how do you actually make great decision? Because how do you even know that this decision is a great decision? Because how do you quantify any decision? That is a really tough question, because decision making process is actually very subjective. Because what might seem a good decision for you might not seem good to me, or what might seem a good decision to me might not seem good to you. But how do you actually know that a rich person and another rich person are always making great decisions that leading to great outcomes? There might be something that they have in common to make great decisions, even decisions are subjective in nature. So we have a pattern in how great people that become great decision maker make decisions, and those decisions lead to becoming rich in money. And as you know already, money is not what qualifies you as a rich person. It's just a trade-off, or it's just an product of making great decisions. Or let's just say, eating certain kind of food is the decision you made to eat certain kind of food is what will lead to the result of the type of body you have or the type of health that you have. It is not just the weight of your body that makes you an obese person, or it is not that your lack of knowledge that makes you a stupid person, but it is first your mind that makes those decisions that is stupid, and you have to change it. Because you can change it, that's the thing. Because you can make a decision to change it. You can make a decision to lose your weight. It is not easy, but you can do it. Yeah, it is not easy. Nothing is easy. You can do it. Nothing. I mean, you can become smart. Like when you were a kid, you were probably really smart, and you are still a smart person. So don't think you are not intelligent, you are not smart, but you can change all that if you make the decision to do so. You just take the decision and everything is decision. And again, how do you know you're making a great decision? And that is the great question you've been waiting for. And here is my work frame to making sure that I'm making a great decision. It is not always easy. Like every great thing, not easy. Even eating junk food and getting fat or getting obese is not easy, because the weight of your body is so dumb that you cannot work. I'm not insulting you, and please forgive me, but there is nothing easy. And eating healthy is not easy, because you don't have the taste. You want to eat a tasty food, so nothing is easy. How do you choose when nothing is easy? Well, here is what we do. We try first to understand what is the human system, and I've had a video on that, and I will put that in the link in the description. I will put the link of that video in the link of description. You understand first the human system, how the human system operates, and I don't mean the anatomy of the human, but I mean the human system as a whole, human as a system. And you will understand what we talk about. I explained in that video clearly what the human system is. And then we have the diagram which explains the core principle that controls our life. Well, now I'm not here just to promote my videos. Of course, even I'm doing so, but it's just to help you understand the core principle of what we are talking when we want to make a decision. Each decision that you want to make, remember, they are all important. They all have voices in your head. That is why you want to make them. So first, we don't want to qualify any decision as a bad decision, or we don't want to qualify any decision as not important decision. They are all important. So that is why you need to first understand the diagram. And I have a video on that. I put in the link in the description, and you watch it. You understand the diagram. You understand, okay, I'm making this decision because it is important, because it is in this part of my life. But now, here's the beautiful thing. When you understand that, you have clarity. You understand, I want to buy this thing, not because it is not important, but because it is part of important things in my life. But since it is important, and there are other 10 things that are also important, how do I choose among them? That is where you set priority. And I will not teach you how to set priority. You already automatically know what is priority, what is your priority. But what confuses people sometimes is when they have abundance. When we have abundance of things, we think we can use them on everything. Then we don't set priority. But if you are clear with yourself and having a clear mind, and also I have tools that I use to achieve clear mind. You can try meditation. You can run, and I have a video coming on how to run. Of course, this is not to teach, but I will teach you how to run, specifically in a very specific way. I have courses on that as well. For the first time, it will be free, because nothing is actually free, but I will give it for free, and you try it, because I want to help people to attain a clear mind and have clarity to make better decisions. So I will do that for free in a moment, because I have expenses on that. I will not definitely give it for free forever, but you can try it and see, not just running, but how you can run your mind into making great decision for you. And then you start making great decision, and you start to understanding what is the important thing for you, because you can do that alone. You can know what is the important thing for you, because nobody will tell you what is important for you. Now once you figure out all the important thing for you, you want to choose what is the priority. What is the one thing that if you focus your attention can change the rest? Or what is the one problem in your life that if you change will transform every other part? And you know that, you deep down know that. You are just afraid to do it. You are just afraid to tell yourself the truth, but you know it. Nobody will tell you that. If you go to therapy, that will just help you discover it in yourself, because there is no microscopy that will see what is the priority, what is the truth in your heart. You only have to do that. So you can start doing it now, or you will pay the price later. it is important, and decision making is essential in our life, and that is what makes the greatest difference between rich people and poor people. And when I mean rich people or poor people, I don't mean money. And you, by far, you already understood that we are not talking about money here. And we are rich people, you and I, we are rich. Say, repeat after me: I am rich. Repeat again: I am rich. Repeat one more time: I am rich. And I make rich decision. I make great decision, because we rich people, we make great decision. And we rich people, we make clear decision, and those clear decision leads to having money, leads to having money in abundance. And that's who you are, and that's what you do. You make great decision. You don't make decision just out of randomness. You choose carefully and you plan carefully, and then you make the decision that leads you to having your wealth, and that wealth leads you to being a rich person, which will lead you to being a happy person. Because now, understanding how to set priority, you set your happiness to be a priority, and you become a happy person as a result. You see, you can do that for every part of your life. Of course, again, nothing is easy as well. Nothing gonna be easy, but you choose what hard part of your life you want to focus on, and you making it great. Am I a happy person? Of course I'm happy sometimes. Of course I'm terrible sometimes, but okay, I am working on it, and you can too. But I am, if there is 7 days in a week, I am happy 4 days, and I'm sad 3 times. I'm sad 3 days, but it is better than being miserable for the whole weeks. And if you attain that for your rest of your life, man, you will be living a great life. Because what will we be without experiencing different emotion? What will I be if I'm always happy? How can I know what is happy if I've never been sad? So it is okay to be sad sometimes, and it is okay to be happy sometimes. You have to experience both to know what feels great, and to know where you want to focus your attention on. And that's how you set priority as well. You want to try things in your life. That's why I will not teach you specifically what is important to you, because first you want to try everything that you think is important for you, and you measure the results, and you see, okay, this is not working as well as I think it's gonna work. And you, if you're honest with yourself, you will know that, like, definitely you will know that. And then you see that, okay, if this is not working, then I have to choose to focus my attention on something else. And that is how you make a better decision, ladies and gentlemen. And that is simple as it is. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't make it complicated. Just take it as simple as it is, and just make great decision. Have a great life, have a beautiful life, and knowing that everything great takes time, but the time that it takes, you can enjoy it, and you can feel great, you can feel amazing doing it. Because if you start writing about your decisions before you make a decision, just take a paper like this and write about it. Write what you want, write things that you want, and just make the plan of how you want to get them. And when you get them, how is it like? And that's how also you set priority. First, you have a list of things that you think are important in your life, and then you have on the list what you think is a priority on the list, and then you choose that and you focus attention on that. And even if you don't have money now, you already know what you will do if you have money, right? Set that as a priority and start doing it now without the money, and focus on it. Start doing it, and that's what I'm doing. I don't have any shit money, bro. I'm not rich in money, I'm rich in decision, but that decision making will lead me definitely to being rich in money, which is why I always take careful attention to write my decision down and elaborate them, and try to planify them into the future, and trying to plan them into the future, and making sure I'm aligned every time I'm making action, that those actions align to the priority of my life. If I don't, I'm out. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is how you make great decision. And I cannot teach you everything on how making decisions. There are experts on the topic, but I think from brothers to brothers, we can definitely have a great vibe here, and we can have at least a clue to what it means to be rich and what it takes to be rich, which is the great decision you're making in your life. Think about people like Elon Musk. What kind of decision do they make? And it's not about the money, it's about the decision that they make in their lives, and how those decisions impact people around them and themselves as well. That's what change how they live their life and how they get where they are. Of course, we will not definitely be Elon Musk, but you can be you making your own decision that will make you who you want to be, and as well as myself. That's what we do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for your time, and I hope you start making great decisions to change your life, to live the life you want to live, and to live happier, and to live an abundant life, and not a life of scarce, because making decisions will change how you live your life. And this is the moment of transformation for you. I hope that it touches your heart, and that it actually gives you the aspiration and motivation to take a note of paper, which costs nothing, and write down the decision that you are free to make out now, and know what it costs you to make that decision. How much does it cost? Write it down. Your universe will start your mind will start walking into the universe and bringing what you need to make that decision happen. And once you do, you will tell me how it works out. I will not promise you anything, but tell me how it works out, and let's see and let's talk. I hope you stay safe and stay safe, stay secure. Love yourself, love the people around you, share love, and God bless you, brothers and sisters. Peace.